already unleashed hips that we didn't know she had, that hip action. What was...
I didn't know where it's coming from. I didn't know where the hip action coming from.
You've released it already. So look, I know you two just want to have a chat, but we love the moment when you first got together. What were your thoughts? Because you didn't know, of course, that you were going to be dancing with Ranvir any more than she knew she was going to be dancing with you. So what went through your mind when you saw her?
Well, we really connected straight away. I mean, in the sense of, she said that she wanted to dance with me, and this is already, you know, it's a good thing, because can you imagine it would be awkward, the fact that she can't say, actually, I don't want to dance with you. So when she came towards me and say, you know, you're the one I wanted, we just connected, and she was the one I wanted to dance with, because she's a lovely lady. So I was happy days for me.
Well, we obviously know that she's fabulous, and the great thing is about this show is that everyone across the whole country, I think everyone in the whole country knows you're fabulous anyway, but they're going to see a whole nother side to her, because, of course, we're used to her being very serious, being a journalist, you know, being political editor, so it's a whole well, we don't see those hips when she's standing in Westminster, do we? So it's great to see that already. So you have got the Paso doble this week.
Yes. And as you said, this week, as Ranvir knows, we want to show a completely different side of her, because people don't expect what is going to happen on Saturday. I'm telling you, I've been rehearsing for a week, and I'm quite surprised myself. So I'm looking forward for Saturday, because it's going to be quite interesting to see Ranvir in a different way that you don't know,
I cannot wait. Look, do you know what's funny is Ranvir is staying very quiet. She's gone all sort of shy.
Well, because the boss is in the room, right? So he's my new boss.
Right.
Huh? I'm maintaining my posture, Giovanni. So I don't want to upset you.
As soon as we said your name, she immediately stood up straight, held in the core, you'll be pleased to know.
Yes.
I've become a nightmare for Ranvir, because everywhere she goes, you know, shoulder down, push her up, shoulder down, there we go. That's better. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm not training with you today because I'm filming all day. Don't miss me too much, will you? But what I would say has happened over these last few days, we've only trained probably 4 days. I think, is it 4 days we've trained together so far, I think, in total. And what has really happened really quickly is that I've sort of had to take on some of Giovanni's relentless nature. Like, he's so driven. I've never met anybody so driven.
Really?
And he doesn't take a break.
I'm very glad you work with Piers Morgan. That's...
There is that. But, you know, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? That when I'm in the training room with Giovanni, it is totally his domain, and I'm used to being in my domain. So there was a bit of a sort of major adaptation for me to go into someone else's environment and then be, you know, literally on the back foot, but you know, also just emotionally, sort of, it's quite overwhelming. Well, you know that, don't you? You were there.
Yeah, I do. But could we talk about you?
Yes, we can. Now listen, can we show? I don't know, Giovanni. I don't know if you've got the tele. Can he see Kate's Paso doble? It's amazing.
Mercifully missed out on my time in Strictly, because it was a long time ago, Giovanni, and they're just showing my Paso doble. There you go. Now, how bad was that?
No, it wasn't bad at all. Actually, you look more than fine to me. I mean, look handsome doing the Paso doble as well. It's actually quite good as well. You look good together. More shape, more cape, but this is something that we can figure out after. But it's a good start.
The judges gave me 2, I think.
No.
I think I got a sum total of 16 for that.
Oh, no chance.
I may be wrong, but it wasn't far off that. So if only you had been on the judging panel at the time, Giovanni, you seem to be very positive. It would have all been different. But and Richard Arnold as well, who's also worked on the show, he did a fantastic Paso doble. It was Halloween week. I mean, he's working that cape. He's absolutely working that cape, isn't he?
It's more about a commitment. Look his face. Look, it's very intimate. And that's what a Paso doble is about. It's more about the connection, the commitment, and all of that. So he's doing a great job over there. A little bit too much, but, you know.
A little bit too much. That's often been said about our lovely Richard Arn, like, just a little bit too much.
It's lovely,
I
but always
love
perfect.
Someone you'll know who's a previous winner, Giovanni, is Tom Chambers, who obviously won brilliantly in 2008. Look at you there. Good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
Is this all evoking good memories for you, this chat?
I've got the heart flutters just watching. But, I mean, it's just dreamy. God, what would I give to be there now in that little dream world of endorphin release and positivity? It's wonderful.
We're watching your Paso Doble, which is going to be Ranvir's first dance, and that is a Paso Doble and a half. I mean, there's a reason why you were champion, isn't there?
Ranvir, I think it's a good week for you to have it, because really you can just be in a really bad mood and get all your frustration out on the dance floor. And what a perfect time to do it right now in this situation.
Well,
yeah,
that come easy.
Go on, Giovanni.
I said that come easy. If you have to be in a good mood, in a bad mood, and just be angry, just thinking that, you know, you reacted with me and you're angry. So there we go. It's come easy.
Yeah.
We've had a few moments, haven't we, Giovanni? We've got over our moments. So we had a 20-minute divorce, did Giovanni and I? We needed 20 minutes apart, and then it's been plain sailing ever since.
Gosh, after 4 days. This is interesting. All right, very good. You stormed off, did you, Ranvir?
No, well, we had a quiet moment where we just needed time to ourselves for 20 minutes. It was
quite hard and cold.
I'm going to have to be honest. I had a total meltdown, and Giovanni put me in my place and just said, look, it says never give up. He says never give up on his arm, doesn't it? Can I tell you? And he was like, that's who I am. And I was like, OK.
I think it's also because you never done anything like this before. So coming in the training room and listen to somebody for hours repeating you what you have to do obviously doesn't feel comfortable. And unfortunately, or fortunately, that's my job. You know, I keep telling you what to do, and maybe you're not used to it. So that's why. But you know, we got better, and now we achieved what we achieved. Never give up until you achieve what you want.
And Tom, you absolutely did that, and you thrived, and you went on to dance afterwards, and I think you still love dancing, don't you? I think you've talked about wanting to produce some online dancing to teach people how to tap and all sorts of things. It's in your blood now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, during this obviously strange times that we're all experiencing, I thought, right, how do I expand this? And I thought that tap is such a niche product. It's like computer code with your feet. So if I could just reinvent the wheel of tap, make it fun and simple and light and sort of slightly easier to follow, then I just thought it'd be a really, really great thing to have, and have it in line with Starlight Foundation, kind of put it together, because that's for children who are terminally seriously ill, and just have it as a thing that's combined, and release it as another platform that you can join in together.
We were watching you in top hat there, doing an absolutely splendid demonstration of how fabulous and joyous tap and all dancing is. You've also been working on Apollo 13, some online content for which is, of course, an incredible story. Your version of it is going to be online, and quite technically challenging to make content like this in lockdown or at any time.
Yes, well, of course, as you know, all theatres, hospitality, it's all gone dark. So they literally, I was doing Dial M for Murder, the Alfred Hitchcock classic, play on tour with the two guys in it, Michael Salami, you can see there, and Chris Harper. And Chris phoned and said, we're going to do the theatre thing online. Would you be up for it? And I thought, well, it's better than, you know, trying to pin jelly to the wall. So they sent everything in the post, and you suddenly had to become a master of getting the lights right, getting all the green screen right, costume, your own makeup. We did it all over Zoom, so this feels very natural now doing this, as this is how we did it. But we pieced it together. We rehearsed on Zoom. I was on holiday in Devon at the time, so couldn't get mobile reception. Did it in a corner of the field, still on Zoom on a hotspot from the phone, just to try and rehearse it. And then when we started, I mean, we all said, okay, scene 3, act 1, go. So we all pressed record on our equipment, recorded. I had no idea really what we were doing, so I was more nervous about this than anything. It's original theatre online who have been brave to do this and release it. So it's just something for people who can't get to the theatre, love the theatre. It's not quite a massive, great, big Hollywood budget. I mean, Tom Hanks did the original. It's the 50th anniversary of Apollo 13.
And it's a great and inspiring story, isn't it?